Have ye ever heard of the Lassie in Red? An unfortunate lass, for the train struck her dead. Yet each year, on the anniversary of her grim fate, her ghost will appear on the railway line, and there she shall wait. Waiting for what, though? Inquired Emma from the back of the sheds. Aye, who knows? I heard it from a Jones Goods back in 17, Douglas answered. Well, began James, perhaps you should ask her. Oh, wait, you can't, because she doesn't exist. Oh, I wouldn't be too short of that, James, Donald retorted. A Britannia I met in 62 told me she and her mate saw her one night a few years prior. Well, she either made that up or imagined it, I suspect. The fog can do strange things to the mind. Sparrow jumped in from James's right. Ah, yes, like that time he somehow ended up at Peel Godred while en route to Barrow. Yes, wait, no, that was the signalman's fault, and the signalman's fault only. How did you even end up on the electric line without anybody else noticing? Pip asked, now imagining James with a pentagraph on his cab. Now that I think of it, wasn't that the year he was stuck wearing an undercoat? Shut up. Pink, was it? Shut up! Sheesh, James, no need to get so worked up. I hate you. The sound of footsteps caught the engine's attention. Sure enough, the yard manager could be seen walking towards the sheds. Evening, all. Good evening, sir. My fine man, what brings you to our sheds at this hour? There's a shipment of goods which was supposed to depart earlier today, but the phone lines were down, so we never got the message. Bottom line is, we need one of you to take them to Sudery now. I'll volunteer as tribute, sir. What the hell is that supposed to mean? Never you mind, James. Off we go, you two. Is that supposed to be a reference to something? Jerry and Tina, Douglas's crew, who were just about to drop his fire, found themselves back at shoveling and releasing the regulator. You should have conversed with us before volunteering. I have a family of 4 at home to get back to, exclaimed Jerry. Oh, that's rubbish. You live in your parents' basement. Who the bloody hell told you that? Because once I get my hands on them... What do you expect, Jerry? Rosaline told me. Why, that port-dwelling... Douglas rolled through the junction, under the signal gantry, and into the port yards. On the line and next to the one which Douglas stood, Porter idled, looking exhausted. Busy day?
I'm going to push the next one to bring up American politics into the sea.
Point taken. Why don't you direct me towards my landing trucks so you can get some rest?
Rest? The only good rest I'm ever going to get will be...
Porter, the trucks.
2 trucks to the left.
After that encounter, Douglas was quickly off, chuffing quickly and speedily down the line, passing Henry, who was returning with a long line of vans from the Flying Kipper. He had just been switched off the main line and onto the Brendan branch when it happened. A woman in a red dress appeared ahead of Douglas on his line. He slammed on his brakes as hard as he could, but he couldn't stop in time. He hit the woman at a speed which would have been fatal. Or at least he thought he would. He nor his crew had felt any impact. When he opened his eyes, he saw nothing. Nothing except the faint glow of a lamp that had fallen onto the tracks. Easy there, boy, Tina eased. What's gotten you so startled? You didn't see that? See what? That on the line, dressed in red. There is nothing on the line. It's completely clear. I'll go there and check, just to make sure. Douglas would have thanked her, but he was still startled. Tina came back a few silent moments later, looking shocked. How did you see it? What are you on about, Teen? It appeared a line of old wagons 20 or so yards from us. Left behind, I reckon. At the speed we were going, we would have crashed spectacularly. And our fuel tankers, well, I doubt any of us would have survived. What I want to know is how you saw them, Douglas. With this fog and darkness, we shouldn't have been able to see them until we were 10 or so feet away, and by then it would be too late. Tina finished. Good Lord, you saved us, Douglas, Jerry exclaimed. Indeed, and we should all be thankful, no matter what. I do expect a explanation, though, Douglas. Douglas didn't say anything. A look of pure terror lay on his face. Douglas pushed the train backwards towards Wellsworth. The trip was dead silent. Once the trucks were uncoupled, he was spun around on the turntable and backed down slowly into the shed, where Edward and Beverly lay asleep. The others thought it best not to pester Douglas about the occurrence, and after a while he returned to normal. Still, the memory lies within him and his crew. But all that was found ahead of the wreckage was a white lamp.